Anna Marie Steffenson, and I wanted to do a quick overview of my gallery for all of my international friends that aren't able to be here today. I've been pushing the physical limitations of watercolor to see how far can I go. This painting of watercolor is 7.5 feet tall. On the opposite wall, right behind us, we have postage stamp paintings, which are 1 inch by 3 inches with an identical composition. They're a reflection and a mirror back and forth. In the last couple years, I've developed a new watercolor technique named rachetain, which is a double splatter technique that I'm so proud of developing and working on it. Within my own identity, I carry the dichotomy of two characteristics, two sources of origins. Coming from the Midwest, farmer's background, farmer kid, as well as growing up in the Middle East, and having to marry those two items in my identity. Going through the gallery over here, we see multiple landscapes that you can see on my website, but what you can't see on my website is the children's books illustrations that I've put together in the last year, when I had the joy of illustrating a children's book about a little bee. The children will enter through this gallery to go to story time, come behind us, and the doors will open to see Mrs. W. of the University City Public Library, who was the children's librarian who just recently retired, and the love she had for our family and for every family that walks through here. I was so grateful and wanted to show my appreciation to Mrs. W. I have the challenge of being able to communicate the diverse backgrounds that I come from. And it's subtle in some of the pieces, but you can see it in my landscapes, the Midwest, the Far East, and the Middle East. This is the Mount of Olives, Jerusalem. And you can also see that within my birds, the Far East, the Midwest, and the Middle East. I also love bilingual calligraphy, English and Arabic for the persecuted church in the Middle East. This is Chinese and Braille. We have this piece open so that you can feel the Braille and experience that. And right at the end, we have a selection of my figure work, which everybody does, but it's a joy to share. I specifically work within the Oriental tradition of pen and ink and ink lines. Thank you so much for taking a moment to look at my gallery. Have a great day.